take a moment to welcome everyone to the Watch This Shit podcast. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. My name is Seneca, the movie professor. With this podcast, we're going to give you the definitive decision on whether you should go see a new movie or not. It's real easy. If we say, watch this shit, go out and enjoy some good cinema. If we say, don't watch this shit, avoid it as you would, counting on Henry Cavill to carry your movie for you. Or don't. You can do what you want. It may be fun, or it may end in you releasing a poorly acted film. You don't want to listen to us. You put your life in your own hands. In the Argyle review, I said something to the extent of Henry Cavill's non-acting ass. Wow. Have you ever heard a person do an impression of themselves? That shit is wild. Don't steal my bit. In all seriousness, Cavill is not a good actor. He has the Hollywood look. And if this was the 80s, he would get by on that alone. No longer do we look at roided up on-screen personas and think they are really doing the job just because they look like they're doing the job. Now, you have to do the work. These days, people expect actors to really act. Do your job. What a novel concept. He has not once proven that he can rock a movie himself. The only role he was great in was because he was carried by crazy-ass Tom Cruise. That one Mission Impossible that he was in, where he loaded his arms as if they were shotguns before they got beat up by that little Asian dude in the bathroom, that shit was great. He has not done so well when he is the one in the forefront. Let's see if today's movie will change that losing streak he's on. We will review the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, not to be confused with the Ministry of Magic. Now, that's a title. Good job, Hollywood. Here we go. Based on a true story. During the World War II, a group of rogue soldiers are commissioned to conduct an off-the-records mission. Before they can do so, their leader, a man they pulled out of jail just to be on this assignment, plans to break an old war buddy out of a Nazi camp, and he is integral to completing the overall goal. After this, they are then to sabotage the Nazi warships to weaken their military might. Also, a side plot is running with the famous actress who is secretly Jewish, infiltrating the Nazi camp, getting close to one of their leaders to help run a distraction so the team can successfully do whatever they are doing to ruin the evil military's plan. That's it. That's the story. Oh, I guess the question is, do they succeed on their mission? Does anyone believe they wouldn't? Does anyone even care? Guy Ritchie directs. I typically love the filmmaking style he employs, even when the movie isn't good, which quite a few of his films fall into that category. You can never say he isn't able to make shit look cool. And not like Snyder, where it just looks good and there's no substance in it. This guy, Ritchie, wow, I'm on the roll. This guy, Ritchie, his style is deep-rooted in the way he tells the story. It's not really easy to explain, but when you see it, you know it. This is it. This is the same thing. I will tell you how I feel about the movie as a whole in a little bit. But what I will say is that in the style department, that is the strongest point of this film. One of the biggest concerns for me is that Ritchie wanted to make a James Bond 007 movie so bad. He added the creator of that series into this film as one of the characters. Ian Fleming is in this damn movie. The claim is that the story around the character Cavill plays inspired a lot of Fleming's novels about Bond. Fuck out of here. Maybe the true story about Gus March Phillips really sees him traveling the world, picking up chicks, drinking martinis, and stopping evil would-be despots from achieving world domination. But I didn't see it in this damn movie. All I saw here was a Nazi killing fantasy played out over this film's runtime. Not the fun type, like Inglourious Bastards, but a boring slog, like watching someone play Call of Duty on the lowest difficulty and then they brag about the kills they rack up. How about you take that bullshit online and see it isn't as easy as you thought it was when you were using God mode cheat codes? Which leads me into my biggest complaint. This film commits the biggest sin a movie can commit. It is fucking boring. The story is so straightforward. No unexpected twist will be found here. Nothing past that shallow surface level. This is, like I said, a generic Nazi killing fantasy movie. The characters have super plot armor in their inventories and use that shit when they get even a hint that danger may take place. There was never a time where I felt that any of the cast wouldn't survive to the credits. There is a war movie that I can put next to this one that explains how you make a film with real stakes. The movie is 1917. It puts the audience in the boots of the two soldiers on a mission to deliver a message to another platoon during a deadly battle. If they are unsuccessful, many of their fellow brothers in arms will walk directly into a trap and doom them to possibly losing the war altogether. Every step of the journey is littered with possible life-ending events. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time. When watching Ungentlemanly Warfare, I was rolling my eyes the entire time. You see the difference? Alan Rickson of Ritchie fame at one point goes into a room full of Nazis armed with a pocket knife, and he still has the advantage. Mind you, these motherfuckers have guns. There's a group of them, but there's one dude with a little ass knife, not even a Crocodile Dundee knife. That's not a knife. Not even that. He goes in and utterly destroys them. If this shit is based on a true story, the word base should be in all caps, bold, and italicized. Henry Cavill and Alan Rickson are the main protagonists that are followed in this film. They suffer the same fucking issues. They both have the look and build of the 80s action star. Think Sly Stallone and Schwarzenegger. Neither of them have the acting chops to be anything other than what their physiques provide. Rickson is perfect for a television role. What he does in Reacher is pretty good. I don't think he has the ability to be a great movie star. Just look at his breakthrough roles. There's a reason the Aquaman show wasn't picked up, even though they tried to backdoor pilot that shit on Smallville. And Cavill is worse. He has been given so many opportunities and each time proven he is not up for the task. That bullshit he turned in during Argyle is something that people will be studying for years. They will be studying it because that is how you not damn act. Look at this. Look well. Don't do any of this shit. This guy was given the opportunity to be Superman, the most iconic superhero in existence, and couldn't flip that into a prestigious movie career. Part of it is because he didn't want to. I saw the interview where he said he's in it for the money, not the craft. It shows. It clearly shows. I have only like 2 of the movies he is credited with: Mission Impossible, Fallout, and Stardust. That's crazy. He has a failing grade in my opinion. I'm not going to talk about this movie much longer. Honestly, it was such a drag to get through. I almost didn't even want to write this review. I didn't like it. I don't ever want to see this shit again. I advise everyone else not to watch this shit. There are so many other alternatives to this. The ones I named before: Bastards, 1917, or any one of the good Bond films. Don't watch this shit. Find something else to do. Anything else to do. I'm done. Thank you for listening to another episode of Watch This Shit. You come here for the realest take on new movies. So make sure you follow us so you're not left in the dark on whether you should check out a movie or not. If you haven't seen this shit yet, go on about your life. Don't even worry about it. Matter of fact, you're doing good. Damn, you're doing good. Check us out next time when we review The Fall Guy. And good day to you.